Let's roll up our sleeves and get drawing. Welcome back. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. It's been a day. It's been a day. And we're nearing the end. And I just want to make a quick drawing with you. So here we go. I've got a picture. I think it looks kind of fun. And let's see how this goes. Let me see here. I'm just going to start. Of course, I'm using Procreate on the iPad, and I'm going to use Jeff's super fine pencil from my custom brush set. And there was going to be a link somewhere in the comments or the description. Check it out, download them. You can use the same brushes that I'm using. They're pretty fun. I like them a lot. I made them myself. So, that's what I'm gonna be using. And I think I'm just gonna be using a black. Let's just go with regular, like we're drawing with a pencil. I kind of like that, right? I mean, look at this. This is great. I just love the textures on this brush. It just looks like a pencil. It's very familiar, very fun. And I think we're gonna just get started and see where this goes. Of course, you start off, as we always do, with shapes. Um, First, we will start off just by blocking things in, and I've already run out of room. I did not gauge this well, but that's okay. We're gonna go here, here, and we'll get to the hands eventually. How's everybody doing? You guys doing all right? I hope you're doing all right. I'm just a little tired. It's getting near the end of the day. I'm ready to be done, but I want to make a video before calling it. Let me see here. Yeah, I'll go back and clean up that face later on. We're just blocking things in at the moment. And I think I will exaggerate some of these aspects of the outfit. Yeah. Let's see. What have I been working on? Oh, do you remember this video that I made a little while ago with just a bunch of nature things like flowers and leaves? That video, it was not too long ago, maybe last week or earlier this week, I can't remember. But I was working on that piece because I really wanted to finish up that composition that I was working on, and I think that I've got it finished. I think so. I posted that on my Facebook and possibly Instagram. I think that I have that set up that it shares on both. So, yeah, if you want to see how all of that turned out, you can go and follow me over there and check it out. that was pretty fun. I think I like how it turned out, and I'm hoping the vibe that I was going for, the feeling was like Highlights magazine style drawing. I remember reading reading those magazines when I was a kid, looking at all the puzzles and the picture searches, and yeah, I loved those magazines. They were just so much fun. Every time we went to the doctor or the dentist, of course, that seems to be the place where the Highlights magazine was really like they were everywhere in every doctor's office when I was growing up. I don't know why. That's a pretty good, I think we've blocked that in pretty well. And now I think what I'm gonna do, I will alpha lock that and fill this in and change it to multiply, and then grab this layer, go back to my black, and I am going to keep, yeah, I'm going to keep this brush. Excuse me. I'm gonna keep this brush and just kind of, I think very loosely, we're gonna keep this loose today, like most days. Sketching is best done loose. And we'll just kind of refine our drawing here. I don't know, let's see how this turns out. I may add some really loose, maybe like a color wash at the end. We'll just see. Well, yeah, you can tell it's at the end of the day. I am zonk. I think this is turning out all right. What do you guys think? There's not really a hem, but I don't know why. I like to kind of add one. I think it just kind of makes it feel a bit more like less of a just a big shape and more of a real piece of cloth. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. And this foot, this is a weird angle. Oop, I think that we got it all right. And her fingers here, let's see, how is this? How is she doing that? No need to get incredibly detailed with that. There. That's not so bad. And I think, I mean, we're only at maybe about 10 minutes or so. So let's add another layer and we'll use my super marker here and just do a quick wash of color. Here we go. I don't think I'll do any shading on this one. I think we'll just keep it maybe flat colors. I'm just kind of feeling flat colors today. I think there's some kind of, I don't know, I think flat colors can be really effective if they're done well. I like the look of just a flat color with a little bit of texture just to give it a little bit of character. I think there are some artists that can really they can pull that off really well. All right, let's get maybe a darker. We'll go like a darker red here for this part. And actually, that's much darker than that. Maybe I'll go over it a couple of times. And then instead of white, I'm gonna do like a cream color here for these areas. There. And I think I'll do the same over here for the basket. And you know, as I'm coloring, okay, let's do this. I'm gonna do this orange here for the dress, the majority of the dress. And I think as I'm coloring, I'm thinking I may swap around the layer order a little bit. Let me just see. After I fill this in really quick, we'll see if that is going to change what I think it's going to change. I think either way, like I'm happy with the way this is turning out. I'm just curious if I put maybe the pencil lines on top. I probably could have gone for a larger brush with this marker here, but that's all right. We're almost done. The thing about this brush is if I lift up and I make a new brush stroke, it's going to act similar to like a real life marker. And if I overlap with any areas that I have already colored in, it will be slightly darker. And so I just want an even color right now. Yeah, I think, here, let me do this. Let me just see. Oh yeah, that's fine. And then turn that off. And oh, let's finish up maybe this brown. No, let's go for maybe this for that basket. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then there's some different color flowers in here I want to capture. Maybe even some yellow ones, I think, in here. Doesn't have to be exact. There, that's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. Of course, I could take this further, add shading and all of that, but I think we're at a pretty good spot. That turned out pretty well. I mean, it's not too bad if we go to Canvas information, 23 minutes. It's less than that since I started recording, so I don't know what's going on there. About 20 minutes, maybe less than 20 minutes for this. Eh, I think it turned out all right. And I could go back, maybe with a pencil and just do, of course, I'm not going to. Once I start adding some shading, then you can't really stop, right? You just have to keep going, but I'm not going to. Maybe. As I keep going. Yeah, if I were to add just like a little bit of texture here to the dress. Yeah, I mean, come on, we could keep going with this all day. It's just fun. Drawing is fun. And once you start, man, you can't stop. I enjoy it. Okay, I'm not gonna color this whole thing. I promise. I promise. I promise. But this is, I mean, I would keep going with this. And maybe I'll finish it up later. But as far as this video goes, I think that's pretty, pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, I've got some other things. My wife and I, we've got to go grocery shopping, man. We're getting to the end. If you ever been there, our refrigerator is looking a little it needs some attention. Let's just say that. Our refrigerator needs some attention. We haven't really gone out um, since the snow came in, and you can tell. So it's time to take care of that. Yeah, that's gonna be my evening. Anyway, it's always fun going grocery shopping, getting fruits and veggies and all kinds of yummy, yummy stuff. We've been making a lot of soups lately, and that's been really good. I like it. I like soups, and my wife does too, so that's nice. We've been exploring different soup recipes from our friends and family, and that's been fun. Yeah, all right. We're gonna call it there. That's cool. Thanks for hanging out. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you learned something or had fun. If there's anything that you're curious about with art that you would like to see me explore or talk about or give my opinion on, let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. And if you want to support the work that I do, of course, all the social media stuff, liking and commenting and sharing, all of that is helpful. You can also check out my custom brushes on Gumroad. There's a link somewhere around here. You can click on that and spend a little money. It helps me to keep going. It's definitely a big encouragement, and I really appreciate that. It helps to buy groceries, which we need to do right now. So I'm gonna go. I really appreciate you guys hanging out today, and we will catch you in the next video.